Happy Saturday, foodie friends and grain-free VIPs, and welcome to today's Slice of the Grain-Free Lifestyle episode. My name's Nina Blake, I'm the Grain-Free Lifestyle Coach, and I help frustrated families ditch boring grain-free menus and embrace craveable comfort foods without grains, allergens, and the chaos they cause on their bodies. So if you're looking to level up your grain-free menu and eat like normal again, this is the place to be. Okay, our topic for today is how can I enjoy a grain-free, allergy-friendly menu without making cooking my second job? Oh, I'm so excited. I love this topic. All right, now, before we get rolling, I need you to sing with me. If you're a longtime viewer, you know this song. If not, you'll know it when we sing it at the end. All right, here we go. I am grain-free and I can do anything. I am grain-free and I can do anything. You are grain-free and you can do anything. We are grain-free and we can do anything. We are grain-free and we can do anything. I believe that you can do this. And so if you are a longtime viewer or you are just joining today, please understand that I believe in you and I know that you have what it takes to build the grain-free lifestyle that you have been dreaming of. So as you're coming on and being notified that I am live, please say hello in the chat. I'm coming to you from my kitchen in Oakdale, Connecticut. And tell me where you're tuning in from. And if you see the replay, would you please use hashtag replay? Hi, Krista. So glad you are here live with me. I want to show you a little cheesecake that I am working on. Now, this cheesecake, I will be sharing the recipe with my VIPs when it's ready, but right now I have the burden of testing it. So it's just dairy-free, grain-free whipped cream and cheesecake base. And so I want to talk to you about how we can, live our best grain-free lifestyle without making cooking our second job. Because that's some serious business. So in today's talk, we're going to talk about embracing conveniences, any conveniences that you can get. Hi, Patty. So glad you're here live with me. We want to embrace any conveniences that are safe for us. We want to meal prep or batch cook, prepare our own convenience foods, and then get to the building block recipes that make other recipes possible. And if you're like, Nina, I'm already over my head, take a deep breath. I have been doing this for 14 years, and there was a time where I was like, what are grains? I don't know. And so if you're at that moment right now, it's okay. I didn't know about hidden grains like maltodextrin or lesser known grains like sorghum. I used a baking mix that included sorghum for months and I kept getting sick. So it's my mission to take the brain work out of the grain-free lifestyle so you can finally eat like normal again. So let's get down to it. I'm gonna have another bite of my cheesecake though. Okay. So let's talk about embracing conveniences. Now, if you're like me, you might think convenience food, bad, chemicals, bad. I'm not suggesting that you embrace the chemically laced convenience foods, like the bottle of this or the jar of that. But there are convenience foods that are grain-free and allergy-friendly. So your organic cold cuts, make sure they don't include rice flour, but your organic cold cuts that, will get you a quick meal. Your can of tuna. Believe it or not, lots of canned goods have hidden grains in them. So check your 5-page list of grain-free ingredients, of grain-based ingredients, VIPs. Make sure none of those hidden grains are in there. And that's really important, to make sure that those convenience foods are grain-free. Because if they're grain-free and they're safe, that's one less thing for you to do. And if you truly cannot find any grain-free convenience foods, I want you to put VIP below so that I can reach out to you and help you learn what your hidden grains are and how to find grain-free convenience foods. One of my favorite grain-free convenience foods is pepperoni, so that when I make pizza, it's ready to go. It's also great for snacking. Now, convenience foods aren't all about the stuff in the package. Convenience foods can be frozen vegetables so that when you are reheating leftovers or taking something out of the freezer to throw in the oven, you don't have that extra step of a side dish, a vegetable. It could be pre-cut vegetables so that when you're making a soup, you literally go to the pre-cut vegetable section and you grab the mushrooms and you grab the sweet potato spirals and the zucchini spirals, and you grab the pre-cut peppers and the pre-cut onions, and everything there is grain-free because it's vegetables. But you're taking back your time through convenience. Yes, we pay for convenience, but our convenience foods are limited in our grain-free lifestyle, and that's why creating your own convenience foods is one of the things that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Okay, meal prepping and batch cooking. And if you're like, Nina, that's nothing new. No, it is not new. But when you meal prep, batch cook, all of a sudden you can automate your grain-free lifestyle. There are tons of different ways to meal prep and batch cook. I like combining the two. Why? Because when you batch cook, you make a whole bunch. So in my meatloaf recipe, makes 2 meatloafs. If you double it, you're batch cooking. Who's gonna eat 4 meatloafs in 1 week? Probably nobody. Freeze the other 2. Not a big deal, right? Put them in the freezer, defrost them for when you're ready. Meal prepping. Patty, I know that you love classes because you've said, no, Nina, I need classes. That was our first face-to-face meeting. And if you are really looking to accelerate your meal prepping and to get your cooking down to, 5 dinners in 2 hours, then you've got to check out Meal Prep Magic, because that's where I teach you to combine batch cooking and meal prepping so that you can get 5 dinners going in 2 hours. If you want to learn more about that, please put magic below so that I can reach out to you. Even if you're already a VIP and you're like, I don't know where to find that, that's okay. I will send you the direct link, because that's my job, is to help you find what you need to kind of accelerate your grain-free journey so that it doesn't take you a decade to eat like normal the way it took me. I mean, can you believe it? Like, no, you don't have time for that. I wouldn't have kept doing it, except I was hungry and it was either go back to eating the old way and deal with the consequences or just keep going. But it shouldn't take you 10 years to eat like normal. Cheesecake, really good. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show you is preparing your own convenience food. One that is already prepared, and then another one that we're going to prepare together. Oh, I don't have a jar. Oh. I do have a jar. I forgot the jar in the cabinet. So we're going to do 2 things. I'm going to show you my lectin-free mayo, because you may not be aware, especially if you're just starting your grain-free journey, mayonnaise is loaded with hidden grains. And if you're thinking, Nina, mayonnaise is just egg, vinegar, salt, what else is in there? Well, remember that foods on the grocery store shelves are not your grandma's versions of grocery store shelf foods. They've changed a lot. Look at your mayonnaise. See if there are any other thickeners in it, number 1. But if there aren't, and it's just the same recipe as your grandma's mayonnaise, vinegar is a hidden grain. White vinegar is made from fermented corn. And if you're like me, when I tried to, clean with white vinegar and be all healthy, put my hands in the white vinegar and I was cleaning with it, and my hands transformed into the hands of an 80-year-old woman, and they were all gnarled and it was awful. So please learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. So earlier this week, I made up my lectin-free mayo because we were out of tuna salad. Now, tuna salad is a convenience food in our house. It's ready when we want it. It's a quick meal. Doesn't require a lot of brain work. But I didn't pour the mayo into the jar. So we're just going to put the mayo in the jar. And now I have a whole quart of mayo. So how long does it take to make a whole quart of mayo? 10 minutes. That's it, right? So let me just kind of clean this real easy here. So now we've got lectin-free mayo ready for the grill, because I'm actually going to use this on some fish that I'm grilling tonight. A little bit of garlic, some seasonings, and my mayo is ready to go. And if you're like, is that really mayo? Well, it's made with olive oil. Now, what's in here? Egg replacer, my lectin-free egg replacer, some olive oil, a little bit of xanthan gum, and if you xanthan gum is setting off your red flag right now, remember that I use a grain-free xanthan gum. It's made by Authentic Foods, and if you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get that because I've never heard of a corn-free xanthan gum before, just put xanthan gum below so that I can reach out to you and help you get that. And Arlene, I really want to thank you for helping everybody follow along. For those of you who are like, Nina, I need everything, Arlene is going to put my calendar link below so that you can meet with me. And that way, instead of getting one recipe at a time, you can meet with me. We'll unlock that whole VIP recipe box, because it shouldn't take you a decade to figure out your grain-free lifestyle the way I had to figure out mine. So here's our first convenience food that I keep on hand almost all the time: mayonnaise. What other convenience foods are in my fridge? Mayonnaise. Excuse me, mayonnaise I just showed you. Barbecue sauce, ketchup. Right now I have whipped cream. I showed you that last week and the week before. We're also gonna make a really simple seasoning that will change your life. It is my ranch seasoning, and I've got a recipe for ranch dressing, and I've got a recipe for ranch dip. I use this in my no-tato salad. Total game changer, okay? So this is us preparing our own convenience foods. And why does that matter? Well, because when you buy that package of ranch seasoning at the store, it's loaded with hidden grains like maltodextrin and modified food starch. And if you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know those were grains. Breathe. I didn't know either. And that's why I've created my signature program to support you, so that you don't have to spend a decade figuring it out. And I want you to use my calendar link below so you can explore the grain-free VIP experience with me. I'm gonna give you a tour, show you what I have, so that you don't have to make these mistakes of constantly getting exposed to hidden grains, or of watching people eat your birthday cake while you miss out the way I had to. It wasn't anybody's fault. My doctor didn't know what to do. My family didn't know what to do, but I was refusing to either deal with the hives, and I was refusing to skip the cake. So I had to create another way to live. And I'm so glad that you are here with me so that I can share that with you. You can figure it out at a faster pace. Usually with my clients, we go from that stuck, I don't know what to eat, to baking like a boss in about 6 months to a year, depending on what your individual goals are. So let me pull up that recipe for ranch. So, and if you would like the recipe for this ranch seasoning, just put ranch below. Hi Kim, I'm so glad you're here live with me. Kim Cedroni is here. We got Patty Mocky. We have Krista. It's a party today. All right. So I'm gonna take 5 tablespoons dehydrated onions. Okay, and remember, if you are catching the replay, please use #replay. So that's 2 tablespoons, that's 3 tablespoons. And I'm gonna follow my own advice, and I'm gonna make a double batch of this, okay? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tablespoons ranch seasoning. Okay. All right, now, the recipe says 7 teaspoons parsley. If you didn't know, 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So that means we are going to need 4 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of parsley. I don't know if I have enough. That's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. So I owe my ranch seasoning one tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of seasoning. It's in the basement right now, otherwise I would get it, but oops. I usually have enough. You guys made mistakes before, right? It's okay. Catherine Smith is here. Catherine, welcome. So glad you're here live with me. Okay. Now I need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So that's actually going to be 2 teaspoons of garlic powder because I am doubling the recipe. I love adjustable measuring spoons. If you don't have some, please get some. And if you would like the link to where I get mine, just put spoons below so I can reach out to you and get you that. Okay. Oh, and I didn't get any salt. Nina, what were you thinking? So we're just going to put, all right. So we have 2 teaspoons of garlic, 10 tablespoons of dehydrated onions, chopped onions. Now we're gonna get some salt. Okay. So 2 tablespoons. And this is a double batch, so it's actually gonna go to 4. And for those of you who are going, Nina, that's a lot of salt. Hold up. This is about a month or 3 weeks worth of ranch seasoning. So this is not a week's worth. Let's see who's with us. Oh, Catherine Smith is here. So glad you're here live with me. Kim is here. Patty's here. Make sure you guys tell me where you're from. And if you're looking for any of these recipes, remember to get them all. Just put VIP below so I can reach out to you. I need a lid. I need a lid so that I can shake this. And for those of you who are just joining me now, my name is Nina Blake. I'm the grain-free lifestyle coach, and I help frustrated families ditch their boring and restrictive grain-free lifestyles so that they can enjoy craveable comfort foods with their families again. And that's really my mission. I started this journey 14 years ago. October will be 14 years. And I was told that I had to miss out on my favorite foods for the rest of my life. That was the only way to do it. I refused to do that. I believed that there was an alternative. And when I got fed up with recipes that didn't measure up, with foods that constantly tasted like coconut and almond, I decided to break the recipe and make my own. And that's why it's my mission to help you accelerate your grain-free journey so you don't have to spend 10 years figuring it out. Now today we're talking about how to enjoy a grain-free lifestyle of normal foods without making cooking your second job. So we've gone over embracing the conveniences that are available to you, right? Meal prepping and batch cooking. And for those of you who are like, that's what I need to do. I need to learn to make 5 dinners in 2 hours. I want you to put magic below or use my calendar link so that we can meet and I can show you my VIP recipe box and I'll give you a tour and show you how you can access meal prep magic, okay? Now, preparing your own convenience foods. Well, I just showed you some that I prepare. My mayonnaise, which is amazing. It goes so well in so many recipes. I'm using it in all my summer salads, my no-tato salad, my macaroni salad. It doesn't go in my coleslaw though, because it's a purple coleslaw. It's a dressing coleslaw, but I'm absolutely loving it. I'm using this on my fish tonight. So, seasonings. We know our hidden grains hide in seasoning. And if you're going hidden grains, what are those? Take a deep breath. It's okay. You don't have to know everything. I didn't. It took me 5 years before I actually kind of learned about hidden grains and what they were doing hiding in my food and how I could enjoy ranch seasoning again without them. Hidden grains are those 150 plus ingredients that are made from grains. They hide in our food, they hide in our personal care products, they hide in our household products. And especially my VIPs, you know, we don't have to live our life dodging them, right? We can know what they are, be aware of them, and then avoid them. Avoid them, yes, with recipes that work well for us, but also with products that do not contain any of them. So you're not redoing your life and becoming a homesteading parent. You're just switching what you pick off the shelves at the store, and that's doable, right? You don't have to do everything, make everything from scratch. And if there are some staples, some convenience foods that you are making, you make a quart, you make a couple quarts at once so that it doesn't become your second job through batch cooking and meal prepping. Again, meal prep magic, 5 meals, 2 hours. It doesn't get much better than that. Okay, preparing your own convenience foods so that you have foods ready to go when you want them. Convenience items in my fridge, barbecue sauce so that I can just throw chicken on the grill, slap it on, and we have a meal. And again, while that chicken is barbecuing, I'll steam some veggies on the side burner. Complete meal, not a whole lot of work. Okay? And the last thing I want to talk about is something I call building blocks. If you're like, this is not a construction show, Nina. I mean building blocks of your recipes. The core ingredients that you use when you cook. Because when you start replacing those with safe ingredients, all of a sudden you're cooking like normal again. What do I mean? Well, mayonnaise is a great ingredient. My lectin-free flour blend is another example. If you guys will hold on 1 second, I'm gonna get that for you so you can see it. And I know we have a couple of VIPs on our call. And this is my lectin-free flour blend, okay? It looks like normal flour, but it contains no grains, no top allergens, no dairy, no eggs, no soy, no corn, no lectin, no legumes, no nightshade, and it acts like white flour. And for those of you who are like, what? When you cook and you bake, you replace your standard flour with this, and you're cooking and baking like normal. And that's why building blocks make a difference. Other building blocks: butter, sour cream, cheese. And you're like, cheese? Yeah, cheese, dairy-free cheese is loaded with hidden grains. Hidden grains like modified food starch and xanthan gum. Cellulose is another one, and those add up and they cause chaos in our body. But we don't have to stay with that chaos. We can break the recipe using those building blocks and kind of start enjoying life again. So if you want to know more about this, put VIP below or use my calendar link so I can reach out to you, get you those recipes, and help you accelerate your grain-free journal, transform your life from the life on the struggle bus until you are living like normal again. I believe you can do this, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Why? Because the possibilities are endless when you break a recipe. Now we're going to get this out of the way, because otherwise I will knock it off the table. All right, you ready? We gotta sing. Now, if you were here with me at the beginning, you know this song. If you've been here with me before, you know this song. Sing along. You ready? I am grain-free and I can do anything. I am grain-free and I can do anything. You are grain-free and you can do anything. You are grain-free and you can do anything. Come on. You know what comes next. We are grain-free and we can do anything. We are grain-free and we can do anything. All right. I know you can do this. I'm here to help you every step of the way, but you don't have to do it on your own, right? So, for those of you who are like, I don't know, here's what I can promise you. When we meet, I'm going to learn about you and you're going to learn about me, and I'm going to give you some tips. You'll learn a little bit about your grain-free lifestyle, but you might just get the answers that you haven't found anywhere else. So use that calendar link, and I'll see you at our meeting. Take care.